She said you couldn't do what? And why can't you eat that? They said that what's bad for you? They said that that was good for you? What's up everyone, my name is Sharpe and this is Workout Myth Wednesday, where I hope to debunk some of the most popular theories in fitness. And in today's topic we're going to talk about, can you really build muscle as a vegan or a vegetarian? Well, the answer is no, you can't. Actually you can, and here's some of the reasons why. Again, as I stated in my last Workout Myth Wednesday, all the information and all the resources are going to be in links down in the description so that you guys can go and check my research so you guys can determine whether it's credible or not, but I'm going to leave all the links that I'm going to be referencing in the description. The main question that people have when they ask a vegan or vegetarian is, where do they get their protein from? And the answer is actually quite simple. People, we need to remember that you don't only get protein from your meat sources. That's not the only place that you can get protein from. Almost every single food has protein. It's just that meats are the most protein dense, but things like quinoa or grains, beans, rice, milk, almond milk, bananas, all your fruits and vegetables. Every single food that you can think of has some quantity of protein in it. It's just you have to find certain foods that are more protein dense than others. So if you guys watched my last Workout Myth Wednesday video on how much protein do you really need, which I'm going to link right here, you don't need that much protein. You don't need to be taking in 200 grams of protein just to put on size. So when you really think about it, you don't need as much protein. So you don't need to go out and eat a bunch of chicken or a bunch of steaks or anything like that. You can get by eating only plant-based sources of protein. Also, there are vegan and vegetarian protein powders, which even helps even more. Now, I'm not going to talk about any of the moral reasons on why you should choose plant-based proteins over animal-based proteins, because that's not what we're talking about right now. We're talking about on whether or not vegans and vegetarians can put on muscle. Now, one thing I do have to add when it comes to the difference between animal-based proteins and plant-based proteins is that animal-based proteins have a lot more leucine in them, which is the essential branched-chain amino acid, which basically is responsible for the most muscle growth as far as all the branched-chain amino acids. Plant-based proteins, they just lack a lot of leucine, but that can easily be supplemented with a BCAA powder or yeah, really just take a BCAA powder and you're fine. I mean, most people do anyway, so you're not really losing a whole lot switching from a meat-based protein to a plant-based protein. Now, another argument that's brought up is that if you eat plant-based proteins, is that you're not getting a complete protein. Now, this is true and false. Yes, are there a lot of plant-based protein sources that are not complete proteins? Yes, but there are a few vegetables or grains that are full proteins and complete proteins, such as quinoa, buckwheat, and hemp and chia seeds. And some of the other incomplete proteins, such as your rice, your beans, and your grains, all you really have to do is just kind of work around the fact that they're not complete proteins. So things like rice and beans will make a complete protein, or spinach and almonds make a complete protein. So you just kind of have to just work your way around the fact that some of the foods are not complete proteins and just kind of work with your food a little bit more if you do decide to go with a plant-based protein source over animal-based protein source. Now, if you guys want examples of some vegan lifters, you guys should go check out Vegan Hustle TV or John Venus. They both would be great examples to show you guys that you can actually put on muscle as a vegan or a vegetarian. So you don't need to eat animal proteins to put on muscle, basically. So I hope that this video was informative. If it was, be sure to leave this video a like. Also comment down below on any other myths that you guys want me to debunk. Also don't forget to subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Deuces!